Now let us see elastic collision in 2D, that is elastic collision in two-dimensional. In this case, it is not necessary that two colliding objects should move along the same line as that of case in one dimension. In the case of one dimension, two bodies were moving along the same line, but in the case of two dimension, it is not necessary. Let's say this is one body, it is moving along this direction, and the other body, it is moving in this direction. So when these two hit, the collision is called elastic collision in two-dimensional collision. Now, as it is elastic collision, the linear momentum of system and kinetic energy both are conserved. We will see a special case in which m1 is equals to m2 is equals to m. There are two identical bodies and one of the body is at rest. So u2 is equals to 0. Let us assume there are two bodies A and B. This B of mass m is initially at rest and A is moving towards B with some speed u. Now this A body hits B body, A is having same mass m, and after collision the situation will be like A is moving in this direction with speed v1 and B is moving in this direction with speed v2. Let's say this is initial line of motion. So after collision, the velocity of A makes an angle of theta with initial direction of motion, and the velocity of B, v2, makes an angle of phi with initial direction of motion. This is the condition before collision, and this is the situation after collision. So let us write the equations. First, the linear momentum is conserved. Initially, let us say this is x-axis. So initial linear momentum was directed along x-axis. So the final linear momentum must be directed along x-axis only. So this vertical component will cancel out each other. Initial linear momentum will be mu I cap. That should be the value of final linear momentum. We can divide this velocity into two components. This will be v1 cos theta and this will be v1 sin theta. Same way we can divide this v2 component. This component will be v2 cos phi and the perpendicular component will be v2 sin phi. As we want linear momentum only along x-axis, these components along y-axis should have same magnitude and they are directed in opposite direction, so they'll cancel out each other. So magnitude of these two momentums will be same. So we can write m v1 sin theta is equals to m v2 sin phi. So v1 sin theta is equal to v2 sine phi. Let's say this is equation 1. Now using the conservation of kinetic energy, the initial kinetic energy of the system, only the A particle was moving, so half mu square, and final kinetic energy will be half m v1 square plus half m v2 square. This half m will get cancelled out, so we can write u square is equals to v1 square plus v2 square. Now this is equation 2. If we write the conservation of linear momentum, then mu along the horizontal line we are writing, so m v1 cos theta plus m v2 cos phi. This m will be cancelled out, so we can write u is equals to v1 cos theta plus v2 cos phi. Put this value of u in this equation number 2. We will get v1 cos theta plus v2 cos phi whole square is equals to v1 square plus v2 square. Solving this, we will get v1 square cos square theta plus v2 square cos square phi plus 2 v1 v2 cos theta cos phi is equals to v1 square plus v2 square. Taking this v1 square terms on same side, we will get 2 v1 v2 cos theta cos phi is equals to v1 square into 1 minus cos square theta plus v2 square into 1 minus cos square phi. But 1 minus cos square theta is sin square theta, so we can write 2 v1 v2 cos theta cos phi is equals to v1 square sin square theta plus v2 square sin square phi. But from the equation number 1, v1 sin theta is equals to v2 sin phi. So 2 v1 v2 cos theta cos phi is equals to 2 v1 square sin square theta. This 2 will get cancelled out, this v1 will get cancelled out. From this we can write cos theta is equals to v1 by v2 into sin square theta divided by cos phi. Let's see, this is equation number 3. Now cos of theta plus phi is defined as cos theta cos phi minus sin theta sin phi. But cos theta is written as v1 by v2 into sin square theta divided by cos phi minus sin theta into sin phi. So this cos phi will get cancelled out, so v1 sin square theta minus this sin phi can be written as v1 by v2 into sin square theta, because v1 sin theta is equals to v2 sin phi. So we will get v1 sin square theta minus v1 sin square theta. divide by V2 divide by V2. So this will be 0. So we can write cos of theta plus phi is equals to 0. But cos 0, it is for cos pi by 2. So we can write theta plus phi is equals to pi by 2. So this is the important result we get. So the result is two identical objects one is at rest initially, then after collision they will move perpendicular to each other. Now let us see one example based on that. It is given that two particles A and B have the same mass m. Given B is at rest and A is moving along x-axis with a speed of 5 meter per second. After undergoing the perfectly elastic collision, B particle A gets scattered through an angle of 60 degree. The angle for A is 60 degree. We want to find the direction for B and speeds of A and B after collision. Here, as these two are identical and one is at rest initially, so after collision they will move perpendicular to each other. A is moving making an angle 60 degree with initial direction. So B will move making an angle 30 degree with the x-axis. Let us say velocity of A after collision is VA and velocity of B after collision is VB. We can use conservation of linear momentum. The linear momentum along x-axis will be conserved. So m, initial linear momentum will be m into 5 is equals to m into VA cos 60 degree plus m into VB cos 30 degree. We can write V is equals 5 is equals to VA cos 60 degree is 1 by 2 plus VB cos 30 degrees root 3 by 2. So 10 is equals to VA plus root 3 VB. This is the first equation. Now, as the initial linear momentum about y-axis is 0, then final linear momentum will also be 0. So the y component of momentum will be equal. So m VA sin 60 degree is equals to m VB sin 30 degree. This m will get cancelled out. So we can write VA root 3 by 2 is equals to VB by 2. This 2 will get cancelled out. So we can write VB is equals to root 3 VA. Put the value in this equation. So 10 is equals to VA plus root 3 times root 3 VA. So 10 is equals to VA plus 3 VA, that is equals to 4 VA. So velocity of A after collision will be 10 divided by 4, that is equals to 2.5 meter per second. And velocity of B is root 3 times VA, that is root 3 into 2.5 meter per second. So this will be our final answer.